Hey friends, it's a Sunday meetup, and I'm bringing to you today Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. And I choose this scripture today because I've been reading through a book. I'm about halfway through, I guess, and I'm going to show you the cover. It's Safe People by Cloud and Townsend. And in this particular section, when I was reading yesterday, it was talking about Satan's strategies to throw us off course and to keep us from trusting and believing in God, and how he does that. And if you're not aware, Satan will want you to follow him or to follow away from God, because that's the last thing that he wants to happen, is for you to be in heaven with God. So, like the scripture says, we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. So in this book, it was talking about three different strategies. There could possibly be more, but they were talking about the strategy of accusing. And that's in a situation where Satan is really working on you to think about all the things, all the sins in your past, things that you do, to make you feel negatively about yourself, or dislike yourself, or feel unworthy of God's love. Satan will use words, and he will put words in your head. He may even put people in your life that is going to feed into his agenda to drag you down and make you feel unworthy and unloved by God. So that is one of Satan's strategies. The other one is tempting, and Satan will tempt us in ways that will, for instance, for me, it is food. And so when I'm feeling stressed about something particular, he will say, well, eat this, Rhonda, and it will make all things better. And what it actually does is makes me gain weight, makes me feel bad about myself, lets me beat up myself about that choice that I made. So he will tempt us, and he tempts me to do the things, and he knows specifically what those things are that he can tempt me with. And then the other thing is sifting, and that is actually his way of getting you to look at other people, to draw your attention to them, so that you aren't so focused on God, that you're going to be more focused on other people, that will make you start thinking negatively. You will put the power on others to keep you from keeping your eyes on God. And he works in all types of ways. So in this situation, just be aware that there is a force out there, the spiritual force called Satan, and he will use all means possible to take you away from God. So when you're going through your day, be more intentional about paying attention, about listening to what's going on in your head, and discern, is that something that Satan is using against me, or is that something that God would be using to help me be better? So I challenge you today to look over the scripture read it, and see how it might be talking to you. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to having you with me next week. See ya.